This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, Jackson dancing to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 1st down. Schmidt dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
To throw on 2nd down. Schmidt, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Detroit! Gun! Over! Gun!
On 3rd down, Schmidt. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a... Take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Schmidt. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. In for the score. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's Gators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends are enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. but it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Schmidt. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Over! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Operating from the gun. Schmidt. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this.
Gun! 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 Everyone's got 4 down. Quick whip! Quick whip! Watch the whip! No! Check! Patriot! Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schmidt. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun! 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 Over!
On 1st and 10, Schmidt. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, DBs that are worth their salt consider themselves good at man-to-man coverage, but the crossing routes, that is
painful.
tough because you're going from one side of the field to the other. It's a lot of ground to cover, and you're always worried they're going to give you that one juke move and change the route and go upfield on you. So you're a little hesitant, but the hard part is if you're hesitant at all, they gain a step, and they're moving away from you when they catch the ball.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Schmidt. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have broken the tie. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson on first down. He's got Harrison left side complete. They give him a gain of 38. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Powers through. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4th. And an alley to run. And he'll leave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
From the gun, Schmidt. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
A final shot before break. Schmidt forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a while. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw on second down. Schmidt. And incomplete there. a nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing on third and long. Schmidt. Wide open receiver, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
No. Check. Patriot.
Operating from the gun. Schmidt to Mixon on the check down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This quarterback now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Mixon on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Watch him now, Barney. Detroit.
Looking to throw on second down. Schmidt. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. To throw on third down, Schmidt. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Now Jackson throwing on first down. Flush to his right. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Over, over!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
What partner they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a second down.
Detroit!
Here's Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Marsh. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past, they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here we go.
To throw on second down, Schmidt. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On third down, Schmidt flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. There he goes, right side. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, Schmidt. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Schmidt. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And McManus able to put it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt. Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I'm going to come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Schmidt. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Detroit! Gun!
From the gun, Schmidt. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marsh. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Set. 319. 319.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Ravens, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Denver, they will fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.